All right. Hello, guys. Welcome to episodes... Oh, wait. Hold on.
Why are you in the middle?
Why am I in the middle? Where's
Brendan?
Where's Brent?
Oh, right!
It's because we're doing episode 1 of Table Fire Tuesdays. This week, we have a very, very, very special guest on the podcast. Brendan is on a holiday.
Yes, he is.
So, we decided to do something special. And since someone did something special for us by being our first $15 Patron subscriber.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, he traveled an hour to be here today, Devin Jackson.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Guys, this is Devin. Pretty much today, like we said in past episodes, I've assembled some questions that I'm going to pick these guys' brains about. Pretty much get to see how they feel about certain past, present, future, and interesting professional wrestling questions. Do you want to tell them what you got for being the first $15 patron subscription?
Oh, yeah, sure. So, biggest one out of everything that you can get, I got 2 free WrestlePro tickets. So happy that I get to go, because it's also on my birthday week. So it's a nice birthday present from these guys, huh?
Happy birthday from Chairshot Chronicles.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Well, also, aren't you taking your brother to like one of his first events there?
That's going to be his second event.
Oh,
Wow.
that's awesome. Nice. So, 2 free tickets. Guys, subscribe. The more subscribers that we get to the Patreon, the more tickets we can give away. And that's just like awesome times for you guys to go see quality wrestling at different places. Let's jump into the questions. So, I have a plethora of questions, and I'm just going to like kind of randomly pick through them.
For me.
I'll ask the question and then give like my opinion or answer. And then we'll just, if you guys got one, you could just chime in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite wrestling promotion? Now, that doesn't necessarily have to mean it's a mainstream promotion or that it's currently active. If I had to pick, I would probably pick like OG ECW as my overall like favorite promotion. Only because those got some of my favorite guys on there.
Yeah.
And it's like prime time in my life.
Makes sense.
What would you guys say?
You want to go first, John?
Sure, I would probably go with like Ruthless Aggression era WWE.
Okay.
That has some of my favorite pay-per-views, storylines, feuds of all time. Like Triple H Shawn, your Cena JBLs, you pretty much get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's obviously gonna be my favorite one out of everything.
Okay, and then for me, despite repping, I also agree with John's answer. Ruthless Aggression WWE.
Wow. Okay,
A lot of my favorite wrestlers come from that era. A lot of dream matches I want come from that era.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of my favorite matches come from that era. It's just everything about that era is just so nostalgic.
Yeah.
And just it has so much more rewatch value than most of the other stuff that they got.
Oh, for
in
like
my
making
opinion.
like big moments and like
like would you rather rewatch this WrestleMania or like just WrestleMania? That's not a good WrestleMania 25.
Oh, not even a question. 25.
Yeah, 25.
I would watch WrestleMania 24 too. Like
Yeah, 24 is
Yeah.
great.
that's probably one of my all-time favorites.
And even then too, like would you rather rewatch, let's say, like Edge versus AJ, or would you rather rewatch Kurt versus Guerrero?
Yeah, Kurt Guerrero.
Yeah, Kurt Guerrero.
Like
Yeah. It had. I feel like it had a peak performance. That era had a peak performance, like of level of talent, like with guys that were doing things that no one in the world were doing.
Yeah.
They had like some of the best talent.
exactly.
Okay, following up that, who is your favorite male and female superstar?
Of all time.
Yeah,
Any promotion?
it could be anything.
Wow, that's a hard question. It's a lot to choose from.
You want to go first?
I don't know. I gotta
as
think
my
real quick.
guy-
I gotta get some thinking.
As my guy, I would definitely pick Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
I have a spot on my body reserved for an HBK tat.
Really?
Yeah. It's just like his whole legacy to me, I think, is the perfect legacy that exists in wrestling. Like, you could argue and say that, like, Taker or, like, people like Flair who have the title reigns, like, all that shit. But I just think HBK did something that dudes weren't doing. But, yeah, I just think he's no one can surpass him, I don't think, in my mind. Females, now that's interesting because I feel like a lot of the good females, like big females that we got lately are in, like, WWE.
Yeah.
But I think that I would say, probably Sasha Banks.
Wow.
That's not a bad one.
Yeah.
It could be a lot worse.
I don't think
Yeah,
that I've ever
that's
repped
true.
a female superstar like I've repped Sasha Banks.
Okay.
So that's another, like, super interesting thing. Yeah. How about you? Do you know?
I got a male.
Okay.
That's Macho Man Randy Savage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's just the charisma he had, the in ring skill, the attires, the manager as well. He had it all. The cream of the crop. Come on, like
How about female?
that's a hard one.
You want me to go what you think, or you got one?
You can go.
Okay,
I think I
now.
need to add a little extra.
Do you
on
have
there.
both of them?
I think I do.
Nice.
So, for male, this one's hard because they're tied for me. It's a 3-way tie. One of them's kind of strange, but so my 3 favorites, which these two go hand in hand insanely, is Michaels and Eddie Guerrero.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then the third one, which is a very, really strange one, is Sick Nick Mondo, a deathmatch wrestling legend. He was mentioned a few episodes ago, actually.
Yeah.
Um,
If you haven't checked him out, go check him out. Look
Yeah,
up his
please.
highlights.
Definitely go check him out. But when it comes to Eddie and Shawn, they don't need much of an explanation. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like, they got everything. But then when it comes with Mondo, that's more of a personal thing for me. Because around 2015, 2016, I wasn't that much into wrestling anymore. And I was just scrolling through YouTube, and I found the clip of him and Zandig going off the roof, and I was like, holy shit, I love deathmatch wrestling. This guy almost died so many times in the ring and never once quit. He got back up and finished everything he needed to do. That's insane. And just, he looks cool. Like, the sick on his forehead.
Yeah.
He writes
And,
it
like,
across his face.
That's
Yeah.
that's sick. And I love the assault driver. One of my favorite finishers
Yeah.
ever. And just, he's like the reason I got into deathmatch wrestling and stuff, so. And then when it comes to female, probably Lita.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would say Lita. I really like Rhea Ripley though, but probably Lita.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Rhea Ripley just hasn't accomplished enough yet.
And thing is, she's really good in the ring, but there's some stuff she could probably work. Like, she's more of a powerhouse than she is
Yeah.
being a Jill and all that. Agile.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with him. on
And she
that one.
tries to do a little bit of agile stuff, and it doesn't turn out that well that much of the time. But Lita is just like the perfect package of what a woman's wrestler should be.
Yeah. And I just feel like she's such a classic feel. Like,
Yeah.
that punk rock attitude almost. I don't even, would you call it punk rock? Like, I guess.
A
I
little.
guess something
It's got, like, that era in it.
It's got the
Yeah,
Hardys mixed in
that's-
with it, the Edge.
Like, that is what Attitude Era or early Ruthless Aggression Era is what Lita is.
Yeah.
Like, she fits that feel perfectly.
So, following up our... do you have a female?
I have a tie for 2.
Okay.
That's Trish Stratus,
Okay.
and here I'm gonna throw a wild one out, Charlotte Flair.
Wow.
Charlotte Flair. That's
Okay.
easy. You
Yeah.
know how I feel about Charlotte.
Great in ring
Yeah.
work. Perfect.
I think she's awesome. Following it up, let's see if these go hand in hand.
Oh, boy.
What is your overall favorite professional wrestling theme song?
Wow.
Wow. I think I got one. The Game.
Triple H.
Either The Game or Line in the Sand.
Okay.
That
Both-
Evolution theme song.
Both great
Motorhead.
I love both
And they're
those
both
theme
great.
Yeah.
songs. And then I Walk Alone's another one, but I just
Yeah.
love listening to The Game. Like, I can listen to The Game 24/7 for the rest of my life and I wouldn't be mad.
Do you have one?
I got one, I think, and I think that's Metangless by Alter
Alter
Bridge,
Bridge?
but with Edge.
Edge's theme song.
Oh, the
Yeah,
new one?
no,
No,
the
that's-
old
Oh,
one.
the old one.
His new one's The Other Side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
another banging theme song, by
That's
the
a
way.
song I could sit down and, like, belch out everything from it, because it's such a great song. That or Basic Thugonomics.
I think I'm good. I would say I'm gonna just go like straight through to my heart. Who I think has a great one. Brian Kendrick, Man with a Plan.
with a plan.
I just feel like if you're like coming out, it just it has such a ring to it. Like.
And like bouncing around.
And his
during the
vibe
ends.
that he gave it, like I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, this is perfect for like the cocky wrestler type feel. So that's probably my all time favorite.
Another good one I can say is This Fire Burns.
Yeah.
CM.
Oh,
The thing
the
is-
OG.
Yeah,
that would
yeah.
probably be my second pick.
A little bit of a side thing here. When it comes to theme songs like that, the better theme songs are the ones you can instantly recognize what they are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
like a
like the
snippet.
good, like the like the little thing with the guitar at the beginning of This Fire Burns, like CM Punk.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like the beginning of the game's like, oh, that's Triple H.
Yeah.
Like, oh, John Cena. Like,
I feel like even like the beginning of like the
Oh,
for like the
Miz.
Miz when he comes
Yeah.
out like that, you get that immediately. Like,
awesome. Like, those are the best
Yeah.
theme songs.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite gimmick of all time.
That's a hard one.
Wow. Of all time?
Yeah.
I feel like the one you can
And
think
you can
of...
only pick one, no ties. If you like, and it doesn't have to be like you think it was great, but it's your favorite
I feel like the obvious choice is The Undertaker.
for you.
For me, yeah.
It wouldn't be
Wait,
my obvious
which-
choice.
which
And which
Undertaker,
Undertaker gimmick?
Oh, the one that he... Dead Man.
Dead
Okay.
Man Taker?
It's great because he was able to keep it for so long and not be caught with anything backstage or be video doing anything crazy
Yeah.
except for maybe like a live show. And that's it. But he like always kept character. You never knew anything about his life.
That's true.
I think it
Most
goes
I
to
knew-
Undertaker.
Was like the bikes and shit, but that was because American Badass.
Exactly. But I think that it's given to Undertaker for that.
My favorite gimmick would be Legend Killer Randy Orton.
Oh, that's a great one. That's another great one.
He has many other great gimmicks and runs and versions of himself that he's done, but I think that one is the best one. We got so many classic matches with him fighting guys that you thought maybe would never deliver a match that good anymore.
Mick Foley's
Mick
one.
Foley.
And just they delivered, and like it excelled him into greatness.
Wasn't he the first person to take a thumbtack spot in WWE?
Um,
No.
Or like
Well,
oh, he
after
was like
the,
a big one.
maybe
like,
on like
Ruthless
the
Aggression
new,
era.
yeah.
Yeah, no, he was the first in the Ruthless Aggression. The first was Foley and Triple H.
Yeah.
Rumble 2000.
Yeah.
The pedigree.
Um,
Oh, jeez.
Who would you pick? Favorite
Would
gimmick?
I pick Ministry of Darkness Taker when he was doing like the whole like satanic cult?
That's a great
shit.
one too.
I liked it because he actually he talked heavy.
Yeah, exactly.
He was on
the mic
commentary.
heavy.
He was
always
doing
talking.
commentary. That's what made it great.
His-
And
Somehow I feel like his voice was deeper then than it is now.
And the thing is too, like his entrance, like the Titantron that he has now, all that shit's from Ministry of Darkness. Taker.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like, that's what stuck with him the most out of everything else was that shit alone.
Yeah.
And like crucifying Austin was
Oh
awesome.
my
Like
God.
sacrificing Stephanie, like dude.
Yeah, they did cool shit.
And he just looked awesome.
That's
And
the
I love the
WWE.
Dark Side theme song. I love that theme
That's
song.
the
so
WWE we
much.
need back.
yeah.
Okay, hand in hand, favorite one. Who's your least favorite gimmick? One you can't stand. I used to hate Jillian, who used to come out and friggin' scream and yell. I was just like, really?
Oh, Jesus.
Really? And then she wasn't that great in the ring. Who would you pick?
Oh wow. One that comes off the top of my head is Eugene.
Really?
Like I just like not. I don't hate it. All right. How do I say this? I just feel like...
I might hate you now.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would, I'll be honest.
Wow.
I loved Eugene. He was probably up in the running for one of my favorites.
Really?
Yeah, him.
Wow.
I used to love Festus, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And also, Eugene has a really good theme song, too.
Yeah.
Keep going back to the theme songs.
True.
A recent gimmick, because I can't think of a lot of ones I hated, but I know one that actually did kind of annoy me was Ziggler coming out to different people every time.
Oh, yeah.
That
That one was
funny.
kind of annoying.
It was annoying, but funny.
The thing is, too, because he was doing what Sandow did after him and Miz split up
Oh,
when he would come
yeah.
out, except Ziggler just didn't do it as good, because that was the whole, like, oh, you thought it was going to be this person, but it's actually me. I'm Dolph Ziggler.
Another gimmick I can put up there is Johnny Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Worst ring gear
I mean, he
of all
may
time.
be over Eugene for me, and that's the truth.
Okay.
I can give you that.
We've been hooked on the, going back to, like, the entrance music.
Okay.
What is your favorite, like, specialty entrance? Like, where, like, it's not their normal entrance, they did, like, an over-the-top thing for their entrance.
I know what it is already.
Me, it's, like, OG Michaels ziplining down
I know
to
what
the
mine
ring.
is, and it's... I don't think a lot of people are gonna be, like, weirded out by it, but all the Cenas lined up down the ramp, and Cena running down.
That's such a good one.
That's great. What would you pick?
Even though it didn't go off well because they couldn't sing the fucking theme song right, I love Mania 17 Triple H coming out to the game when Motorhead was
Oh
singing
my
it,
God.
but they sang the song wrong. That's the one thing that gets me, and I think that's why it sticks to me so good. It's like, we're Motorhead, and we're gonna kick your ass. It's all about the game. In the game, it's all about the game. Like, dude, like you made the theme song.
You wrote this.
You did this, come on.
Another good one, though, is 22 Triple H when he came out with the
Yeah.
throne.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that
I
one.
love that one.
That's a good one. Okay. Let's do... What was your... Like, this is more of a personal question. Your first or, like, most memorable moment seeing a wrestling show live? It could be indie or, like,
I know
really,
it already.
really big.
Biggest pop I've ever heard. The Miz beating Roman Reigns at the 25th anniversary of Raw for the Intercontinental Championship. It was such a great moment. It was great because there were two diehard Roman fans next to me, and I was booing the shit out of Roman at that time.
I think I would say
I got one.
John Cena versus Seth Rollins. You already know what I'm
Yeah,
going to say. SummerSlam.
definitely.
What year is it?
2015.
2015. Even for not sitting super close, like we were like an average way away. Like
No, we were in, I think, the box, weren't we?
the box. Yeah, that's like an average distance, I
Yeah.
feel. I was tuned into that match. It was just like they hit each other's sequences on each other. He did the friggin' off the top rope roll through into the what
That AA.
yeah, he did the roll. They both did roll throughs. It was a great match. Not knowing who the hell was gonna win.
And then Jon Stewart came out.
Yeah, and then that happened.
No one saw that coming.
Yeah.
That's what made it
just
great.
being there, and like that whole match, I feel like the whole crowd was tuned in. It was like the tensions were high. What would you say?
This one's a bit of a tiny story, but Mania 29 Access. I want to say like 8 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It was after, and my brother was there too. He was smaller than me back then. So there's this big hallway, like the big like normal way, and there's one side of the room. It's me and my brother, and we're posing next to a Shawn Michaels little standee thing. A crowd of people on the other side of the room. Cesaro's walking through the middle. He was the US champ at the time when this happened. And this is a true story. I'm not bullshitting anybody. He's walking by. He ignores all the fans and just looks at us. And me and my brother both like... Because it's like, yo... Like, that's Antonio Cesaro. And he was a heel at the time. I did not like him.
Yeah.
But looking at him was like... Holy shit.
Freak of nature.
And he, like, went up to us, was like, what's up, guys? Gave us both high fives. I held the United States title.
Oh, that's dope.
Dude, like, he made my weekend. I didn't even go to Mania that year. I went to Access, but that was better than Mania. I was like, what? Then later on, he's taking pictures of fans. I walk by, and I start chanting his name, and he recognizes me. He's like,
nice.
oh, what's up, dude? Like, that's
dope.
I love Cesaro.
If I would also, like, go hand in hand, I would say the Hell in a Cell where DX fought Legacy. I sat, like, right by the ramp for that, and Michaels walked by, and, like, I got to shake his hand and shit. That was dope. So
another fun one
Met
I'll
my
say
idol.
is I was at I think me and Devin were at this WrestlePro event and we saw it was Danny Moff and Joey Janela.
Yeah.
Oh,
Match of the
yeah.
night, it was crazy.
Nice.
That match was that was the first WrestlePro show I went to, right?
It was both of hers.
Really? I
Oh,
thought you already
nice.
went to one. Oh, wow. Look at that. Learning something new.
Okay, who do you think has the best merch? Best wrestling merch?
Of all time?
Hard one.
Yeah, I think
I have like a top 2.
I would top 2 for me. I would tie with New Day and Cena.
Really?
I was gonna go
Yeah.
Cena Fiend.
I don't know. I don't know if I can't put Fiend up there. I don't think he has enough merch.
Really? He had a bunch of replica crap going on.
Yeah, but I just
replica lantern.
The
he had
$700
New Day. I think
Oh
the
my
New Day would wash that out.
Okay, no, that's fair. I'm just going with what I think, but it's fair. That's a fair opinion.
Shit, I don't even have one. That's the thing.
If I had to give away Cena, I'd probably put like current day Roman in there because Roman's selling a lot of shit with his Bloodline
Okay.
merch. I just bought a Bloodline shirt, so come on. Maybe you'll see me in that in the next episode.
I would say one for me would probably be Eddie. A lot of his shirts are like the I'm Your Poppy
Oh,
shirt.
yeah.
I have that one. I love that shirt. The Scarface shirt is sick.
Oh,
Yeah, I love that shirt.
The Latino Heat logo
The
shirt.
Light Sheet Steel one.
Yeah, exactly. I would say probably just because the thing is, I don't want to say Cena because I was actually talking about this the other day. Most of Cena's merch is like him on it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
all repetitive.
But the
like,
thing is, the Rise Above Hate shirt is really good.
Okay, I think that's
Oh,
honestly
I do really like
that's
that
my
shirt.
top 3 favorite shirts of his.
I don't know. I'm always a fan of the OG,
The
the
orange.
blue. It was blue, red, and white.
Oh, the one where you wore the world title in at WrestleMania 25.
The
Maybe.
black one
Pull
with
up a
the
pic,
Sure.
wait.
And I can confirm it for you.
Let me pull out my phone.
I only remember.
It
what
was like a
looks
blue outline, then like a red outline inside, and it was a white picture, right? And it had like hustle, loyalty, respect on it. I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
one. That's my favorite one.
That's a good shirt.
Yeah, I love that.
I
one.
like his the one he wore at One Night Stand, the hustle, loyalty, respect.
Or I like the
Oh,
one where
yeah.
he's giving the STF on the
Oh.
front of it.
I also like the
Because you got his Cena's iconic.
I also love his Royal Rumble return gear with the orange.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
think he has great ones. Yeah, that's a great one. That's
With like the bulldog in the back. Yeah, I love that one.
I had like the shirt,
the hat.
the
I remember
bands,
you
the
like
hat.
handing it down to me.
I'm not saying that I don't like Cena's merch. It's just just because of both of you guys said Cena, I don't want to say Cena. That's why.
Okay. Who do you think has the best nickname in wrestling?
Of all time.
Right? That's a good one.
Sean.
Yeah, it's a mix up between me for him, Mr.
Now,
WrestleMania,
okay.
or
Heartbreak Kid.
that and the Architect in the Undisputed Future, Seth Rollins, Authority Rollins, being the Architect or being the Undisputed Future, the future of WWE, the face of the company.
I was always a fan of the People's Champ. I just thought that was fire. That was one of my faves.
Oh, before you go, Legend Killer's another good one.
Or Texas Rattlesnake.
The Texas Rattlesnake.
Yeah. The Animal Batista.
And I'm also a fan of the Viper.
Yeah,
The
I
King
like
of
it.
Kings.
And I can't. This is where I get
Apex
mine.
Predators.
This is where I get mine from. Dustin, the Natural.
Yeah.
King of Kings is a great one.
Okay. Who is your all-time favorite wrestling faction? Does not have to be just WWE. I am picking the Main Event Mafia.
That's a good one. I feel like
What?
Dead.
What, really?
Yeah.
Main Event Mafia.
That's
Yeah.
a great one to pick. I feel like dead
It's because I
giveaway.
don't like TNA.
I think that's such a great collection of dudes.
It is, but the fact it was
Yeah.
like that part, like that era of TNA, it's like, what the hell is going on?
Wow, favorite faction. I feel like I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Evolution.
Okay. Yeah, we've definitely discussed that. I feel
That
like maybe
is
I
just-
asked you this question.
Oh, you have. I think you asked me and Brendan this
Oh,
once
yeah,
before.
yeah.
But yeah, Evolution. It's just a perfect past, present, future group.
Yeah.
You have the past and Rick. You have the present and Triple H, Batista in a way, and the future Orton. Look at where Orton is now.
Yeah.
Come on. It lived up to the hype.
And what's your pick?
Evolution.
Evolution?
Yeah.
Evolution.
Same reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And also because they said it on like the Ruthless Aggression episode, if it wasn't for Evolution, like we wouldn't have Orton and Batista, but we also wouldn't have Ric Flair. So we would have missed out on like Flair versus Michaels.
That was like a big turning point in Flair's career.
And it's all thanks to the game.
That's why Triple H is probably one of the greatest of all time. Not probably.
Okay, this
Yeah.
one's going to be a rapid fire one. We don't have to spend tons of time talking about it.
Okay.
But
Okay.
what is your favorite WrestleMania Taker match? Let's just not say WrestleMania 25 because they acknowledge that as like one of the greatest of all time.
Okay.
27 Triple H.
29 CM Punk.
I'm saying 24.
Edge?
Yeah.
You know what? Take mine out. I'm doing 28 Triple H. Hell in a Cell. End of an era. That was such a great match.
Okay.
Those two are the other two. Like both Triple H's are great.
Literally
but
any-
28 Triple H is amazing.
Any Undertaker match from Mania 23 until Mania 29. Literally any of those could be there.
They're great.
That's like Taker's
Another great
streak.
one is also him and Orton. Him and Orton
That-
killed it in
dude.
Mania 21. Yo.
The fake out with the RKO.
Yo!
Everybody thought the streak was over. Like, sometimes I'll go back and rewatch that match, and I'll be like, damn. I was like, telling me he didn't win that? That's crazy.
Now, for the next question, let's do a two-parter.
Okay.
We'll do a current and then an all-time.
Okay.
Got it.
Mic skills.
Oh, current Miz.
Miz?
Yeah. All time, Ric Flair.
I'm going to say current MJF.
I just feel like that's like a dead giveaway. I didn't want to say that.
You can't deny it.
No, you're right. You're right.
And of all time, I'm going to say the Macho Man Randy Savage.
That's a good one, too. You know, I kind of don't want to just make a favoritism with him. A lot of things I had answers for is Macho Man, Macho Man, Macho Man, Macho Man.
Damn.
Like, even matches, Macho Man's up there with him and Steamboat.
I just feel like he even just said some great things. Like
Cream
the
of the crop.
analogies that we got out of him.
Okay. Current MJF. All time, probably Austin.
Wow, that's another
That's a great one.
Because Austin brought that intensity with his promos when
And
he was
made
a
up
face.
so many chants.
And yeah, well, he made the one chant, which is the worst thing a wrestler has ever done.
I'm shocked that none of you guys said The Rock.
I was thinking Rock, but then I also thought with Austin because
Yeah.
Austin brought the intensity and fire to promos when he's a face, but then when he's a heel, he is a
great,
dick. He
yeah.
is a piece of shit. Like,
Same thing with Rock, though.
Same thing
They're
with Rock. Like
they're-
Hollywood
Rock's definitely
Rock,
on there.
Hollywood Rock, top three
Oh
best
my
promos
God,
ever.
I love
Yeah.
Hollywood Rock. Who doesn't?
But
Who do you guys think has the... Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
it's alright.
Who do you guys think has the best ring gear?
Of all time,
Yeah.
Sean.
Or it could be just to you, like who's your favorite, but...
I would say Sean.
Really? Really? Sean's up there.
I did a
but
tier
don't
list
know.
of Sean.
No,
things
you're
the other
right.
day.
You're right. I'm just thinking, like, for me, I gotta, like, that's a hard one.
I'm personally going to say Seth Rollins.
That's another good one.
It's a good. I don't.
No, I'm going to take it back. Johnny Gargano.
Okay.
That's a really good one.
Okay.
I loved his last one he did for Takeover when it was all of his Takeover gears together.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Here,
that was
I'll throw
awesome.
you off big time. Not Finn Balor. Prince Devitt.
Okay.
All those demon paints.
Yeah.
He did all the Joker paint,
Yeah.
the Venom paint, the Carnage paint. Yeah. Prince Devitt.
It's a good
Okay. This is one you'll enjoy.
one. Oh boy.
Of all time, who would you give this award to in the world of professional wrestling? Most hardcore.
See, now, I don't want to say a deathmatch wrestler.
Yeah, I'm going Sabu.
But even then, he did tend into it a little bit. Foley.
Okay.
Foley.
Okay.
Foley.
No, that's a great option. I'm going Sabu.
That's a really good one, too.
Can't deny the shit he's done.
I
Sabu's
would
amazing.
say...
Oh, you know what? Fucking New Jack.
New Jack? He was
Yo,
up there
that's
for
such a
me.
great one.
Rest up New Jack, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, he was up there for me. No, I think I would probably say Sandman.
Okay.
Like, and then getting to see him at the event.
ICW,
yeah,
cool.
it's
So fun.
amazing. Bucket list for me. Checked off.
Yeah, seeing
Yeah, I
Sandman.
would say Sandman. What do you think is your... What is your favorite wrestling storyline?
Ooh.
For me, it's one of the ones that I'll never forget. The storyline of Triple H bashing Michael's head into the car window.
Yeah.
And then, like, the whole, it was me, like, the turn on him.
For me, it's,
Perfect.
Yes Movement.
Okay.
And the 2013 Bryan going all the way to Mania. I love that storyline. And that's what got me back into wrestling a lot. Like, I did step away for a little while, and then it was just like, who's this Daniel Bryan guy? I gotta see what he's about.
Yeah. Because before then, Bryan was, like, known, but he was, like, a nobody.
Yeah, the Team
like,
Hell No.
Like, okay,
that
he was still world champion by then, and, like, Team Hell No and all that. But that's what, like, skyrocketed him.
Him with Cena and Old Doherty, yeah, definitely.
For me, it's sort of similar to Nick's, but it's different because of one key factor. Jericho and Shawn with the Jeritron 3000. Because that was a storyline of a fan who grew up, even faced this guy before, and saw him for who he truly was.
Yeah.
Because, what was it? It was like he lied about his back injury or something in a match with Batista, and Jericho's special guest ref. He felt betrayed by his, like, his god.
Yeah.
And he wanted to fucking kill him.
The OG feud was great, too.
Yeah, but I like...
storyline, yeah, and that's...
Because that heel Jericho was best Jericho.
Oh,
when he come out in the suit and
my
everything,
God,
that was
yeah.
best Jericho.
I love that.
That was where he was wearing, like, the code pants, right?
No, that was like trunks.
That was right after that.
I think
Yeah,
my
like
favorite
debut
Jericho is the
trunks.
code pants. I love that gear.
That's my favorite gear from Jericho.
Oh, yeah.
My
Yeah.
favorite persona he had was the suit coming out talking more smarter than everybody else, Jericho.
I love that.
If you were a professional wrestler, and let's just say, like, you got signed big, you were kind of popular, you knew a lot of people, who do you think you'd be, like, buddies with? Name, like, one person you think you'd get along with.
Janela.
Hook.
I think I would vibe the fuck out with Matt Riddle.
For me, if it's not Hook, it's Matt Cardona.
Like, I'm
Because
trying
we
to be in a
collect
room with,
figures
like,
and all that.
Riddle.
It'd be fun.
I want to be in, like, a room with Riddle, RVD, and The Godfather.
And Matt Sydal. Have you ever heard that story?
I have,
yeah,
but it's
dude.
true.
Yes, it
I
is
would
true.
love to chill with Matt Sydal, bro.
He smoked some shit in the forest and thought he was a jaguar. There's something wrong with that
hilarious.
That seems like something he would do.
Yeah, I would love to. Actually, Kim's cousin is, like, a social worker. I don't know if I'm allowed to, like, give information like this out. I doubt it. It's not
Censored.
personal. But, the kid that she, like, worked with loved Matt Sydal.
Really?
I was like, wow, that's her favorite AEW. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I'm glad that Matt Sydal's still getting his recognition.
Yeah, especially because he's known as the Grim Reaper of Dark, as my friends call him, because that's all he does.
What is your favorite finisher?
Okay. Favorite finisher? Wow.
I feel like it's interesting because you don't want to, like, pick something generic like a spear.
Yeah, no,
Could it be singles or tag? Or can I give an answer for both? Because I have one for
You can
both.
give an answer for both.
Okay.
We could both
Okay.
do both.
I think my single finisher, as much as I love the Assault Driver, I fucking love the Vertebreaker. That move is terrifying. Especially when Homicide does it really fast, the cop killer, I love that. My favorite tag finisher, you guys don't know this. I don't know what the name of it is, but the Backseat Boys finisher. I know one time, not the T Gimmick, they have like a whole combo move. But there was one time Sonny Kiss and Joey Janela did it. If anything, you probably pop it up like right here or some shit.
Yeah,
But
I'll leave that up.
that finisher is just really, really nice. It's fast. It's clean. Like, it's a good finisher, especially for a tag team.
Mm-hmm. I would probably pick Shatter Machine for tag team.
Okay, that's a really good one.
And singles, I would probably say the Pedigree.
Mm. Except, is it specific? Because if I were to answer Pedigree, it would specifically be the no release Pedigree. X-Pac sells a Pedigree like fucking death.
Yeah.
When he doesn't let go and he just slams him into the ground.
It could be either, honestly. Like,
It's just-
I mean, I like the no release, but
That's the
I
one
think
that Seth
even
does.
still, like, it's a move that just looks so, like, uncomfortable and brutal. Like you're fucking that dude up.
The one dude that landed directly on his head.
Yes. Like the first one Triple H ever did.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's what I'd probably say.
Tag team, I'd have to give it to current FTR with the Spike Pile Driver. I love the Spike Pile Driver. Favorite singles finisher is the One Winged Angel.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, that's my favorite finisher of all time.
It's a great move.
I love that move.
It's not pretty getting hit by that finisher.
Okay, so we got two more. And I don't know, maybe this is like silly. What is your all-time favorite pay-per-view? So, like, we've discussed, like, what our favorite manias are and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. You could pick anything. It doesn't have to be a WWE pay-per-view. Anything that you've ever watched.
Oh, I got it.
Where, like, you just like the pay-per-view overall.
I got it. NXT TakeOver New York. From start to finish, that show had banger after banger. You had Black and Ricochet versus War Machine or War Raiders. You had, I think it was Velveteen Dream versus Matt Riddle for the North America title. You had Gargano Cole 2 out of 3 falls. You had, I think it was I forgot who the women's match was. Wow. I think it's Shayna, Io, Kyrie, and there was one other. Oh, I think it may have been Bianca.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I think it was Bianca.
I think that was the card. I think that was the entire. Oh, and then was there a singles match in the middle of that card? I don't remember.
I would pick SummerSlam. You're going to have to say the year where Punk and Hardy.
2009.
Yeah, that's 2009.
That I had a birthday party for that SummerSlam.
Really?
I remember
That was like one of the last like birthday parties I had as like a kid.
Oh, that's sad.
But like and I was rooting for Punk the whole time. I don't think anybody that I invited to the party even wanted him to win.
Because it's Jeff fucking Hardy.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy. You always want Jeff to win. You never want someone
I was
over
so
Jeff.
ready for Punk, and then he won, and then I feel like everybody was just like, "Oh damn!"
And then Undertaker came
Then
out.
the Taker thing.
Yeah, that was even better.
Bro, Taker had a long ass reach. He didn't even get up. He just went like
Yeah.
that and just grabbed him. Like, jeez.
Amazing. And yours?
I'm gonna be the curveball pick. GCW Tournament Survival 666. The first GCW show I ever watched. And Jesus Christ, that was a really good deathmatch tournament. Because before that, my favorite deathmatch related show at all was CZW Tournament of Death 1. Because most of those matches were crazy. I love all the Mondo matches, obviously.
Yeah.
But Tournament Survival 666, every single match on there was a banger. I'd say the only one that might have slipped was Kogar and one called Manders. But even then, they somehow made a double turn in that match. So it's like... That and the fucking you don't even have to like the deathmatch shit. The fucking the scramble match they had was amazing.
Yeah.
Like you can just watch that show and just be satisfied. So
okay, let's end it out on this question. This one's gonna be a little interesting, I hope. Who is your guilty pleasure wrestler? Now
describe
me,
guilty
like,
pleasure
I guess,
for me.
like, a wrestler that, like, you love, even though nobody else really loves them, or something like that. Like, one that you're just like, like your pet, like your guilty pleasure. Like, for me, it's Dolph Ziggler.
okay.
That's fair.
I'm an avid Dolph Ziggler fan. I think he deserves so much more. I think he should be the face of WWE. That's how much faith I put into Ziggler.
See, I feel like that's a hard thing to say. Like, a hard one to, like, put out there. Who's, like, a guilty pleasure?
Yeah, because I can't even think of that.
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
a hard one to think about. Wow, this is like...
That's a good one.
That is a good one. That's a very, very good one.
Someone that no one likes, really.
Because I don't want to do shit like deathmatch.
Yeah,
I've been doing way too much of that.
I'm gonna go based off of what I hear from you and Brendan really a lot.
Like our group opinion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't get how you guys don't like him.
I just
great.
don't like what he is in WWE.
That's fair.
They don't like him at all.
That's fair.
That's fair.
But I am an avid Shinsuke Nakamura, like, super fan in a way.
Okay.
Not super fan to the point where I'd stalk the dude, obviously, but...
Yes, you are.
No, not really. I like to watch him surf, maybe. Yeah, cool.
Watch him.
Yeah, he posts that all the time.
Exactly.
Him surfing. That's pretty sick.
But I think he's just great. Even though he can't speak English very well, still great.
One for me, probably, and this could even turn into a little thing here. Christian Cage.
Well, okay, that makes sense.
I fucking hate what AEW's doing with him.
That's fair.
I'm not gonna lie. That is 100% fair. He returned to WWE, had the whole thing with Edge in the Rumble, went to AEW, won the TNA Championship.
And now is a manager of...
And now he's with Jungle Express.
Yeah.
It's like, you have so much star power in Christian Cage. He's basically just Edge with short hair.
Yeah.
And you're not doing anything with him. Like, they brought him in and immediately built him up to be against Kenny.
Yeah, I feel like it was also like maybe like he didn't really have a choice also because like do you think WWE offered him
probably
a storyline?
Not. Probably not.
No.
I would have loved
wish
to
they
see
would've
Edge and
done
Christian return like as a tag team for
that would have been something I feel would have needed to do have been accomplished for like Edge's ending his like run.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it's like they have so much potential with Christian and they're just not doing anything with it. I don't know. That's my pick, though. It's Christian.
All right.
That's
well,
fair.
Guys, we went through like a shit ton of questions. I think we had some interesting answers. Guys, this has been the first episode of Table Fire Tuesdays.
Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below.
Go to Patreon. You can win wrestling tickets like Devin did.
You better do it.
We have a $3 one. We have a $10 one. We have a $15 one. The $15 one gets you the same thing that the $10 one gets you, but you're being a little bit more generous, so thank you to Devin. That's why he got to be on the first episode. We had to show thanks. Also, the $10 one gives you exclusive access to giveaways where we give away pop figures. We're going to give away tickets. We're going to give away some t-shirts, maybe some signed photos. We're always going to things and always trying to get some stuff and bids to give stuff away. I know that next week on the podcast episode, Brendan is going to have some things that he got in like a bid, an online bid that he got from the ICW event. Okay. So we're going to go over some stuff like that.
Follow our Instagram, Chairshot Chronicles.
Yeah, Chairshot Chronicles on Instagram. We have some awesome photography where we teamed up with my photography group where Ant Photo is All Natural Toxins. Both pages, All Natural Toxins and Chairshot Chronicles. You can.
I didn't know what you're pointing at me. I was so bro.
And the Chairshot Chronicles one. You can find all the pictures of deathmatch wrestling and awesome shots that we share. Thank you guys for coming back and watching. What
do you want? Hi, I'm Devin.
I am Nick Natural, and this is
Johnny Mega.
Thank you guys. See you next week.
Bye-bye.